watching Morning Mix. Blount Beginnings is a nonprofit dedicated to providing pathways to self-sufficiency for homeless individuals and those transitioning from incarceration. Through multiple different programs and initiatives, they achieve this goal through partnerships with other organizations and community support.
And here to share more about Blount Beginnings is founder and president Devarian Blount and board member Andre Lacey. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Welcome to the mix. Absolutely. Tell us about the origin of Blount Beginnings. This is a unique organization.
Yeah, so Blount Beginnings started back in way long ago, 2009, 2010, when I worked at the prison system. Right, starting to see guys come out of the prison system and come back in. You start to ask questions of why, and then you start to understand that they don't even know why. They don't know what resources are and are not available. And then fast forward 2018, my wife, myself, both of our kids, we became homeless in 2018 because of not really understanding financial literacy, not understanding how to manage our finances on a daily basis, especially with my wife being in school. And because of that, we started to figure out the resources in the community are not limited, but they're just not well sought out. And so our focus was to kind of blend in both of those two concepts, and that's how Blount Beginnings came to start in 2020.
And so y'all offer a wide array of programs and services to kind of help people make that transition.
Right.
So Andre, what are some of the programs and services that y'all offer?
Again, there's no limit to what's being offered. So driver services, getting identifications, introduction to literacy programs, financial literacy. What I provided specifically is I do golf. So I teach people how to find golf-related jobs without having degrees or high school education or whatnot. So just anything that we can do to help someone be self-sufficient is what Blount Beginnings does.
And you kind of hit on this for a second, Devarian. Why did you feel it was a need to start an organization with this mission?
Well, one thing we start to see is the increase of housing costs, right? Rent started to go up, more and more people started to come out. A lot of people already faced the issues with, one, having the title of being homeless. Then when you have the title of also being a felon, that creates more of a need for not being able to find sufficient housing. So that's why we started the housing portion. Everything else came behind it when we started to figure out what people were missing to actually secure jobs, whether it was not having a license or not having the job experience or the training for just specific jobs or just in general. So overall, developing the housing portion was the initial start. Everything else kind of just developed behind it.
It's a great way to push past the stigma of having a title like that.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're currently in need of support, of course, to expand the housing program that you just touched on. So how can people help out? Walk us through all of the different ways.
Well, I say one piece that we're really struggling with is for the last 3 years, I've actually been supporting the program out of my own savings. I secured a line of credit. I did all I could do to actually sustain the organization. I think all of us kind of hit with the whole Georgia power increase recently. That's kind of tapping on us every month. Donations are what we're really seeking out for right now. I haven't done a lot of fundraising because I wanted to stabilize the organization. I wanted to show people that this wasn't just a fly-by-night organization, that we were here to stay and really support the community. So going to our website at blountbeginnings.com and understanding that at the beginning of the page it says donate. Reaching out to me. I'm very open with taking phone calls day in and day out. That's how people can support now as we start to understand more of people coming in to help with fundraising and also coming in to just show their support by offering whatever services they offer, whether they're teachers or whether they actually teach financial literacy. We work with SRP very closely and First Citizens Bank. Right. They both really support us heavily in the financial literacy portion.
Andre, with you and Devarian, what difference are you hoping to make in the lives of those in need?
Really just to inspire hope and change. That's how he and I became friends and business partners. You know, we confided in each other when we were both going through rough portions of life,
right? And
we leaned on each other. We used those resources. We weren't too proud to help one another and kind of cry on each other's shoulder.
Right.
So when we look at a lot of what we see in the news today, a lot of it is just people who don't have hope. And so we want to keep people, hopeful and keep them encouraged and let them know that there's a lot of people that really care about them.
Yeah.
So that's all we're trying to do, just keep that keep that hope alive and keep inspiring.
Yep.
Cool.
And there's an opportunity for people to help out, of course. Just let us know where they can go to.
So if you want to volunteer, again, you can go to our website at www.blountbeginnings.com. Or if you want to donate, you can go to the same place. We're starting to gain more attention, throughout the community. One of our focuses right now is to get more people to come to the website, go to our social media, Blount Beginnings Incorporated on Facebook, Instagram, and just see exactly what we're doing.
All right, check it out. BluntBeginnings.com. Guys, thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing your stories with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.